Thank you for joining us for the University of Western States Admission webinar. My name is Georgia, and today's webinar will be an overview of UWS's Masters of Science in Clinical Mental Health Counseling and Educational Doctorate in Clinical Mental Health Counseling, Sport and Performance Specialization. Let's get started. Today's webinar will cover a variety of topics. I'll explore the history of UWS and introduce you to the program director who leads our clinical mental health counseling programs. Afterwards, I'll discuss our unique standardized patient program and our online education structure. Next, I'll highlight licensure and certification options for students, as well as give an overview of the courses and fieldwork that make up our curriculum. Finally, I'll introduce you to our entry requirements and financial aid and provide next steps to reach out to your admission advisor and find out more about if University of Western States is a match for your educational goals. University of Western States got its start in 1904 as a chiropractic college and is the second oldest chiropractic college in the world. In 1986, we received regional accreditation from the Northwest Commission on Colleges and Universities, which is a member of the Council for Higher Education Accreditation. In 2010, we began expanding our integrative health programs. The Clinical Mental Health Counseling program is one of our newest and launched in fall 2018. We're proud to offer both a master's and educational doctorate in counseling. Head to uws.edu to see our other programs. Dr. Michelle Cox is the program director for UWS's CMHC program. Whereas the program started as a concentration in sports and performance psychology, Dr. Cox's history of designing and developing counseling programs helped her create our unique and competitive standalone programs now offered at UWS. Dr. Cox has her PhD in Human Development and Family Sciences from Oregon State University and is a licensed professional counselor in Oregon, a nationally certified counselor, and a nationally approved clinical supervisor. Why choose to study at UWS? One of the most unique features of this program is the standardized patient component, which provides unique and personalized learning for clinical mental health counseling students. Faculty design specific case studies, which create opportunities for students to apply their knowledge in a simulated real-world scenario with specially trained actors. This allows students to practice skill application while taking small risks that help them learn without their worry that they could potentially harm a client. Students also have the opportunity to design their own case studies to demonstrate conceptualization skills and process understanding. Our degrees integrate sport and performance psychology consultations seamlessly into a counseling framework, providing you an opportunity to focus your education on the psychology behind sport and performance. UWS is practice-oriented. Both master's level and doctorate level have internships to get you real-world experience in counseling. We don't have a GRE requirement, and your tuition is the same whether you're in or out of state. Our program is flexible. If you are in the doctoral program, you have your choice of dissertation, mentorship, or field experience and scholarly project to complete your degree. The mentorship option provides students with the hours they need for the Certified Mental Performance Consultant examination. The structure of our fully online program is designed with busy professionals in mind and is flexible to fit your schedule. Our calendar operates off of an 11-week quarter system with a 2-week break in between each term. Most students take 2 to 3 courses each quarter and dedicate about 30 hours a week to their degree program. Our flipped classroom format means that students learn from course materials on their own time. Students then demonstrate their learning through course assignments and discussions. Instructors provide valuable feedback as guidance to the learning, and students are evaluated based on their development, not just their grades. Students are expected to complete homework that includes readings, papers, and projects, participate in weekly discussion boards using our expansive digital library, and take exams geared towards preparation for licensing exams. Lecture courses are designed to be asynchronous, meaning that you are not expected to be online at the same time as other people. Students completing their practicum and internship are required to connect in person over an online platform for supervision at one of multiple available times. If you've considered becoming a licensed counselor, UWS's program is ready to help. licensed counselors have completed rigorous education and training to become mental health professionals. They are passionate people who assess, diagnose, and treat mental health conditions to help people live healthier lives. Licensed professional counselors are one of several licensed mental health professionals. The program director can help you determine the differences between those licensure types to help ensure that counseling is the correct field for you. While 3 courses in the program ask you to locate and review your state's licensing requirements, we recommend checking your state's regulations for more information about any additional requirements to meet licensure standards. You may be someone who wants to provide mental health treatment to professional athletes or other people working in high-performing roles. If so, you'll also want to consider our educational doctorate in clinical mental health counseling, sport, and performance specialization. This program prepares students for counseling licensure and for certification as a certified mental performance consultant. If you want to work with Olympic athletes, you will be required to have this certification. This certification can also apply to a variety of work settings: high schools, collegiate or professional athletics, corporate organizational consulting, and more. CMPCs are professionals who have completed the education, practicum hours, and exams required to meet standards set by the Association for Applied Sports Psychology. While on their own, CMPCs cannot assess, diagnose, or treat mental health conditions. With both the license and certification, you can provide a full range of services to the populations you work with. Our Master's and Educational Doctorate both prepare students for counseling licensure. Our Educational Doctorate in Clinical Mental Health Counseling also prepares students for the Certified Mental Performance Consultant exam through the Association for Applied Sports Psychology. Why else would you want both a license and certification? As a client or patient, it can be overwhelming to have to work with multiple providers. With both the license and certification, you can meet the spectrum of needs for the people you work with and avoid having to make referrals. Getting both the license and certification can also allow you to have multiple income streams. This can take the form of offering specialized services within your practice or having a side job or small business and consulting work. For folks interested in working in collegiate settings, this can position you for jobs in student athletic programming, student counseling services, or administrative positions. If you have a bachelor's degree, you can apply for the master's if you have at least a 2.75 GPA, and the educational doctorate if you have at least a 3.3 GPA. The educational doctorate minimum GPA is a 3.0 for those who hold a master's degree. If you already have a master's in counseling, you may not be eligible for our educational doctorate program. Please contact the admissions advisor with questions about this requirement. For current tuition pricing, please visit our website at uws.edu. Here you'll see a breakdown of total credits, program length, minimum education required, and culminating experience for the Masters of Science and Educational Doctorate. It is important to note that you may enroll as a part-time or full-time student, taking either 2 classes at 8 credits or 3 classes at 12 credits per term. Curriculum guides can be found on our website. Let's break down the curriculum for our Master's in Clinical Mental Health Counseling. The program can be completed in 2 or 3 years depending on if a student is full or part-time, and consists of site-based practice in your local community as well as fully online courses. You will receive program support in setting up a 1-term practicum and a 4-term internship. Your online courses will consist of a wide range of topics, focusing on general counseling practices, integrative approaches, and human development. You'll uniquely take courses that aren't traditionally in counseling curriculum, such as human sexuality, psychopharmacology, and a sport and performance elective. Our educational doctorate in clinical mental health counseling, sport, and performance specialization can be completed in 3.5, 4.5, or 5 years. Similar to the master's, students complete a 1-term practicum and 4-term internship. However, they will also be asked to complete a culminating experience in either a sport and performance or mental health topic, or both, in order to elevate their doctoral expertise. The culminating experience can be a dissertation, mentorship, or field experience and scholarly project, and takes place over the final year of the program. The online course curriculum is similar to that of the master's program, but has significantly more content in sport and performance psychology consultation. Both our Master's and Educational Doctorate give students the opportunity to get out in the field and hone their skills. Your practicum will be one term and span 10 to 15 hours each week at a clinical site. Synchronous supervision means you'll be meeting live with a small group of students and a faculty member weekly to discuss your field experience and connect it to your learning in the classroom. As introductory fieldwork, the practicum focuses on intakes, co-therapy, and individual sessions with lower-risk clients. You'll also complete an internship over the course of a year. More focused than the practicum, this will be 15 to 18 hours each week over 4 terms and will focus on assessment, treatment, and providing individual therapeutic services. UWS Field Requirements offers students an opportunity to gain education about and experiences in telehealth processes through the fully online structure of the program and actual telehealth practice with our standard patient training module, faculty supervision, and demonstration of your skills and knowledge. Our educational doctorate students are required to complete an additional year of culminating doctoral experience. Students who want to be certified mental performance consultants complete the mentorship option specific to sport and performance psychology consulting. Other students may opt for more traditional dissertations or field experience and scholarly project. These options allow the student to integrate both counseling and sport and performance and explore a range of topics. Students will complete field-based education in their own local area. While students set up the field site, they receive guidance from the program director every step of the way. Many students find success partnering with local community mental health agencies for your practicum and internship. Doctoral students completing a mentorship as their culminating experience will be contacting local certified mental performance consultants. We require students to join their professional associations and encourage students to use those associations for counseling and sport and performance consulting networking opportunities. We're always here to discuss any questions you may have. Please connect with your admission advisor or program director, Dr. Michelle Cox, if you have specific questions about these requirements. If you're ready to apply to University of Western States, we highly recommend connecting with an admission advisor for an advising call. Your admission advisor will be your primary contact throughout the application process, providing you with guidance and helping you to determine whether or not UWS is the right fit for you and your goals. Submitted applications require short entrance essays about your goals and experiences, and official transcripts from each regionally accredited university attended. If you're attending an international university, you'll be required to submit an international credit evaluation. Please see our website for international transcript details. Applicants also submit 2 letters of recommendation and a standard job resume. Qualified applicants will be selected for an interview with the program director, Dr. Michelle Cox, via Zoom video conference. Admitted students can confirm their spot in our cohort by submitting a $300 tuition deposit, which will be applied to your first quarter's cost of attendance. All admitted students will be asked to complete a background check covered by the university. Tuition is due on the first day of the quarter and is calculated by the number of credits you're taking each term. Payment plans are available through the business office and allow students to split their tuition into 3 payments over the course of the term. To qualify for financial aid, students must be enrolled in at least 5 quarter credits each term and remain in good academic standing throughout the completion of their degree. Students who wish to apply for financial aid or payment plans may do so through UWS's financial aid and business offices. Information about payment plans, financial aid, and scholarships can be found on our website. The next step after this webinar is to connect with our admissions office to schedule an appointment with your advisor. You can also request to have information emailed to you on our website. It is generally recommended to apply at least 6 months in advance to allow plenty of time for the application process and for issuing university decisions. Deadlines to apply are typically 2 months prior to the start date. Application deadlines and academic calendars can also be found on our website. The CMHC programs have start terms in the fall and in spring. Thank you for attending the webinar on clinical mental health counseling programs at University of Western States. You may reach out to us via email at admissions@uws.edu, or toll-free calls can be made to 800-641-5641. For financial aid questions, please connect at finaid@uws.edu or 503-847-2563. We look forward to working with you.